Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Deck Collection 101 here on Arbeit U.
You know, Alex, this isn't just any episode. I'm getting the feeling of deja vu.
Oh, me too.
Yeah? Why is that?
So we're going to be talking about a point that we did in one of our very first episodes, but now I think we have a little more people watching the video, so we wanted to re-go over the topic, and we're going to be talking about the Earmark of an ATDS. So this is extremely important for any collection agency.
Yeah.
Whether you're using an auto dialer, a manual click solution,
You're picking up the phone and dialing.
You're using our click solution, anything. It's important to understand what this is. So, without further ado.
Oh, so what is it?
What is the earmark of an ATDS?
So there's many earmarks of an ATDS, but the number one earmark of an ATDS, and this is pretty much in any court case you ever read, it all starts the same way, right? So they say, hey, I know they're using an ATDS because I heard a 3-second pause before being connected to a live operator, or different variations of that. There was silence and I was connected to a live operator.
And how we figured this out was when we were making our TCPA compliance solution Click, I did a ton of research. I read all these TCPA court cases to try and figure out, what the courts thought an ATDS was and how they were, ruling on the other manual click solutions and everything like that. And one thing I noticed during that research was
they all start the same way.
They all had this little section that said the call began with a 3-second pause, basically.
Yeah, so
in one way, shape, or form, they said the call began with a 3-second pause.
Yeah, and you gotta think of this from like the consumer's perspective, right? Like they're picking up the phone and they're like, hello, and there's nothing. And they're like, hello again, and it connects, right?
Yep.
So that's like a big freaking indicator that says I'm using an ATDS. I am not manually dialing you.
If you're at a big agency and you have this 3-second pause, it's when the consumer answers and they're like hello, they hear dead silence, and they're like hello, they still hear dead silence.
I mean, I get these calls.
And then it clicks over, and you hear all the call center noise. You
just
hear the,
boom,
da, 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 in the background. It's like what's going on? And, So, but it's an earmark of the ATDS, and it's important for other reasons, I think too. It's had inherent other effects that we notice. Our customers that are using Click, 'cause Click is the only product on the market that doesn't have the 3-second pause.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome, world.
Yeah, but it is, and it has a side effect that we didn't really think of, and it was the fact that you're just going to get less consumers that hang up.
Yeah, because people. I mean, I'll do it. Hello. Boom, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not waiting around for someone. I know what's going on.
Yep,
I'm not stupid.
I'm so used to those calls now. If I say hello and no one's there, I'm just done with it.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't recognize the number. So with that instant connection, not only are you avoiding having to defend yourself for a TCPA lawsuit, because you're going to win at the end of the day anyways if you're using any type of human clicker application or any type of manual dial solution. If you have that 3-second pause on a TCPA compliant solution, you're still going to probably win in court.
Yeah, because it's important to understand that the 3-second pause is not illegal.
Right.
Right. Like that's not the crime you're committing.
Right. It's saying it's an indicator, right?
Yeah. So it's you're going to win that lawsuit.
Yeah.
But you're going to pay $25,000-$50,000 to fight that lawsuit.
Right.
When you could easily just not have that 3-second pause and avoid getting that lawsuit.
No one wants to pay their attorney to go to court.
Except for attorneys.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But anyway, so back to the increased efficiency portion of it. You're less likely to get hang-ups. I mean, you're not going to hear that, which is always great too. So, if you have a system that has a 3-second pause,
lose it,
and understand what it is.
And use a system that doesn't have a 3-second pause.
Yep. Which just happens to be us. That's the only one.
Really?
If it wasn't, I would, say use anyone, but ours is the only one.
I wouldn't. I would still tell you to use ours.
So if you have a 3-second pause, get rid of it.
And stay tuned, because next week we got a very special episode.
Oh yeah, what is it?
We are joined by none other than Richard Purr, current president of the ASA and attorney, who was one of the people who consulted on Click. We have a thing from him.
All right. Well, we haven't filmed that yet, so I'm hoping there's no scheduling issues and it really happens.
It will really happen. It will, or else Joe's just going to cut this part out.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and see you next week.
See you next week.